Libra, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the first half of March, from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and grab some insight here for you, focusing on you and of course whoever it is you're thinking about. I'll be starting off with my silhouettes deck here, so let's grab some messages and see what it is that needs to come forward for Libra. We are starting off with Bride. Look at that card. From your smile to your kisses, I can't wait to be your missus. So this has something to do with marriage, or at least the desire to be with someone in that way, long-term commitment, certainly on behalf of the Divine Feminine. I must say I'm looking at the next card, and look at that, we've got Groom. So Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, both showing up here. Possibly for some of you, you're already married to this person, or there's a part of you that really sees them as marriage material perhaps. Okay, but you guys could possibly be coming through as divine counterparts as well. From the Groom side, I pledge my love to you from this day forward. So let's grab one more card. We have Fly Away. The only limits are the ones you place upon yourself. I'm also getting for some of you that maybe this could have been a marriage that did not work out, or a partnership that had so much promise at one point in time and it just ultimately did not come together. So let's go ahead and grab some words to go along with this, because I am channeling more of an energy for those of you who are not together for this batch of readings. So I'm going to pull from my X Oracle deck here. Let's see what the verbiage is. What are the words that need to come through for Libra first half of March? Oh goodness, look at that. I hate that you left me for him or her. So I'm getting a couple of things. Again, as I've mentioned, some of you guys could have been married or certainly committed in the way of you practically were living the life of a married couple, that sort of thing. And there was infidelity here, or somebody decided to end the partnership and move on to somebody else. Oh, wow. Let's grab one more card to go along with this, and then we'll clarify with some tarot. So this isn't going to be for everybody because it's coming through as a very specific storyline here, Libra. Either you were married, or maybe you got yourself involved with someone who was married. But there's distance here. Let's grab one more card. I had other options in love, but I didn't choose wisely. I should have realized there was only one right choice, and that is you. That's a pretty powerful message for whoever that makes sense for. So let's clarify with tarot. Somebody had way too many options, took advantage of those options, and perhaps feeling like the grass was greener on the other side, that there was someone better, but that ended up not being the case. Okay, so let me pull from tarot. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos tarot deck here. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords, which is a challenging card for the most part, but it is coming up in the reverse, which offers this situation a bit of a reprieve because it is coming through, and we've got those keywords there: forgiveness, release pain. And when we have infidelity or trust issues in a partnership, there's healing that needs to happen. You know, it starts with the opportunity towards forgiveness. So if this is something that you can find in your heart to forgive somebody who hurt you in that way, or maybe it could go either way, you know, maybe it is you that needs forgiveness. It depends on who it was that created this very complicated situation. Let's see what else here. So I feel, even though you know, there was heartbreak, separation, infidelity, third party situations here. This might have happened a long time ago. And maybe there's a part of you that's just choosing to let it go at this point. You know, fly away. Let it go. All right, we have another reverse card. So this is the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Feel worthless, inner critic. So typically the 8 of Swords is somebody who's very much in their thoughts, in their head, very mental torture, that type of vibe. And I'm just ultimately getting this particular message for the person that might have gotten themselves involved with somebody else while they were already committed to you. Again, this could have been a marriage that broke up, a partnership that broke up because the other person decided, you know what, I think I'm going to pursue this other situation. So, not a pleasant thing to go through, that's for sure. But I'm also feeling here, Libra, that there certainly were lessons that were learned along the way. Let's grab some additional cards here. Another card that wants to come up in the reverse, that's how I'm going to read it. So we've got the Hangman. Some of you guys could be dealing with Pisces here. You could have Pisces in your chart. So we have resistance and indecision here. Now, if you relate to this situation, maybe you're not quite sure if you have it in you to forgive. You know, maybe you're undecided. Maybe you're on the fence. Maybe you are resisting the opportunity to heal because it hurts so much. Look at this, guys. This is the next card. We've got the 10 of Cups. You know, I feel at one point in time you really experienced pure, true happiness with this individual. And we are seeing references to marriage and the commitment that you are really focused on with this person where you want it all, you know, and maybe at one point in time you had it all. But I'm also feeling for some of you that you might have gotten yourself mixed up with somebody who had that, who was married, who already had a family. And maybe they decided to walk away from you, perhaps, if they already had their own situation, their own family, their own relationship, a marriage. Somebody walked away, I feel. Ace of Cups, wow. And now we've got the Sun. So this, of course, representing a new chapter, new beginnings. I feel if this resonates with you and this represents the past, this is an opportunity for you to start again. It's like hitting that reset button to focus on you, to be able to focus on loving you and healing yourself from some of the more challenging things that you've endured in order for you to find happiness if you haven't already. You know, most people do turn towards readings when there's an issue going on in their lives. And so I feel if you relate to this one, just know that better days are ahead for you, that you can find happiness, you can find love again, even though this might not have worked out. It was something that you needed to experience in your life that perhaps might have taught you a very valuable lesson so that when your next relationship comes in, you've got the arsenal behind you. You've gained the wisdom to be able to make better decisions moving forward so that you can avoid all the heartache and the pain and the drama. Look at that, Divine Feminine. You're coming in as the Empress. So I feel you could certainly represent the bride right here. You are about fertility, abundance. You are a very empowered Divine Feminine. And of course, we've got the reference to family, 10 of Cups as well. Okay, so there's something there. Let's see what else here. It could have been the feminine who was married or already in a committed partnership, and then there might have been a situation here where it created a third party. And then we have the Divine Masculine showing up as the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this could represent the groom. Okay, this could represent the husband in the equation, if that makes sense for some of you guys. But I feel the Empress and the King of Pentacles can come together and be able to recapture what once was lost, perhaps, through a situation that could have been very difficult before. Ace of Pentacles. And here's the challenging part of all this, that Tower. But you know, when Tower moments happen, you can only go up from there. There's a lesson typically to be learned through that experience, but it does represent the lost foundation in the connection and the fact that you guys had to part ways in order to learn those lessons. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles coming in, letting you guys know that there's the opportunity to manifest a fresh start, a new beginning here. And interesting too that that solid offer might actually be the commitment that you need from this person, or the type of commitment that they need from you. And it's coming through as something that you can put your money on. It's something that you can rely on. It's a good offer. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some lyrical messages like I did for the other signs here. I'll be pulling from my Heart Songs deck. So whichever song you're most gravitating towards, hopefully there's something in the message there. For Libra. So divine counterparts, bride and groom, ideal mates. But there was clearly an issue that divided the two of you. Look at how interesting. Bizarre Love Triangle is the name of this song. And it's by a group called New Order. I just find that to be really significant in that it might not have been the typical third-party situation. It could have, there was something about it that might have just not been able to fit the norm of what a third party is. I hope that makes sense. So here are the lyrics. I'm feeling like I never should. Whenever I get this way, I just don't know what to say. Why can't we be ourselves like we were yesterday? I'm not sure what this could mean. I don't think you're what you seem. I do admit to myself that if I hurt someone else, then I'll never see just what we're meant to be. I feel this definitely has a lot to do with the lessons behind a love triangle, a third-party situation, and perhaps some of the regrets that are tied into that type of drama, you know, that might have caused the Tower here. So we're seeing Aries, we're seeing Leo. The Empress represents Taurus. So some of those signs might be significant. And I have a card flying. One second. Look at this. We have Against All Odds. So take a look at me now. Well, there's just an empty space. And there's nothing left here to remind me. Just the memory of your face. Okay, so it is an indication that they miss you, they think about you, they recognize part of the reason why you guys are not together. Okay, let's grab one more for Libra. What's Love Got to Do with It? By Tina Turner, of course. It may seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. If I tend to look dazed, I've read it someplace, I've got cause to be. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that fits. But whatever the reason, you do it for me. That might have something to do with the attraction, certainly the sexual attraction, the chemistry between two people, you know, not really looking to fall in love, but somewhere along the line, I feel that could have certainly happened, you know, so it might have started off as just a quote unquote third party situation and it turned into something very deep and emotional between two people. And, you know, if it wasn't a third party situation, it would have been something special perhaps. But the reality of how this is coming through in this reading is that there was someone else in the mix, you know, somebody could have already been married, as we can see, or in a long-term relationship. And then here comes this third party situation and it just blew everything apart. You know, that's what this Tower moment is trying to tell us here, I feel. But there's an opportunity, as I mentioned, to learn from that and to be able to find happiness again. All right, so it's still a part of your journey, I feel, Libra, to overcome some of the difficulties and challenges there so that you can get onto a much different path and find your happiness. That's what I'm getting from that. All right, so I'll leave that there, guys. Hopefully there's something in the messages that resonate with you. If you'd like your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. That information is down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.